Kai, not Chi.
Not Chai.
Oh, it's Kai. I should have known that.
Yes, you should.
Yeah, you should have.
So,
Nathan is just
Josh,
yapping.
this is Kai. That's Kai.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, so we are on the assumptions of this problem. So this was the medical researcher's problem comparing treatments for depression. And we had some got placebo, some got the natural, which was St. John's wort. I never understand that. That sounds awful.
That sounds so funny.
And then Posrex is the prescription drug. We had the
Hi, Christian.
null hypothesis is the recurrence of depression is the same for all three. The alternate is the recurrence of depression differs for the treatments. So our assumptions are these categorical variables,
Yes.
or like are the counts categorical? Yes. So the counts are categorical. Are they randomly assigned or representative sample? Or like independent of each other? Yes. So randomly assigned to treatments. And it's even better because not only did they not know, but it also said that the physicians who evaluated them didn't know what they received either. Which means less room for like error. Are the expected cell counts all greater than 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, assumptions are met. Proceed with the chi-squared test for homogeneity. I don't even know how to spell that word. Homogeneity. Okay.
You didn't check off the last assumption.
Okay. Did that bother you?
It apparently was. I only had one checked originally, and then I checked another one, and then I guess it was irritating him, so.
So for homogeneity, does that have 1 or 2 E's?
According to my paper, it has 2.
Yeah.
Homogeneity. Alright, so I'm going to write out by hand what we're doing, and then I'll also show you on the calculator what we need to do. Alright, so we've got, change colors again. Chi-squared equals, remember it's observed minus expected squared over expected. So this is going to be 24 minus 20 squared over 20 plus 22 minus 20 squared over 20 plus 14 minus 20 squared over 20 plus 6 minus 10 squared over 20 plus 8 minus 10 squared over, over 10. I was about to say over 20 because I was just in the habit. Over 10 plus 16 minus 10 squared over 10 . Alright, this is gonna end up coming out to be equal to 8.4. Save you from having to type the whole thing in at this very moment.
So is the homogeneity test like not one that you can put in your calculator?
No, we can. I'm just was trying to find this in the table really fast.
Oh.
Is this not? I don't know. I need to that up in a minute. Not right now. Okay, anyways. Let's do degrees of freedom and then we'll plug it into the calculator. How would I find the degrees of freedom for this? Does anybody remember what we said yesterday?
Rows minus 1 and then times columns
Columns.
minus 1.
So, let's see, column or rows first. So 2 minus 1 times 3 minus 1 is what?
Wait, where'd you get those numbers? Is the rows?
1, 2 rows, 1, 2, 3 columns.
Oh yeah.
I always forget what's a row. I don't know
Columns go
that.
up and down like the columns on the front of a church.
And rows.
Samson pushed the columns over.
Rows go horizontal, like you can think of like rows and like seating. Like
1,
seating.
2, 3 columns.
Oh.
So as
You know what I mean?
so like
Yeah, I was
Column,
confused for a
column,
second.
column, rows in a church.
I was
Columns on the front of the church, rows in the church.
right. I was
but
counting.
since we're doing the same thing to both of them, it doesn't matter which one we call
Correct.
columns, as long as we get the right numbers.
Correct.
And we would have 2 degrees of freedom.
It will matter in a minute with what we're gonna do, but it doesn't matter right now.
But like it's 2 degrees of freedom, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Is 2 minus 1 is
I was counting it wrong because I was
Remember
just
those
doing like 1, 2, 3. That's 3 rows, and then I went 1, 2 depth.
Think about it.
That's not
Samsung pushed over the columns.
Samsung.
Is
Samsung.
that not what I
Okay, so
just
you
said?
have two rows in your columns and
Just
three
making
columns
sure I
in your
wasn't
rows.
going crazy.
Wait, what did I say?
You said Samsung.
No, I didn't.
Well, I didn't hear what I'm sure you did.
You didn't say Samsung.
Sounds like something you'd say.
All right, you need to go insert the numbers that are up here that were given to us in matrix A.
Wait,
How do I go to
where are you going to
Second matrix,
Second.
Where's me?
Where's
below math,
Oh.
then edit.
Oh wait, no, my matrix. Nah.
Alright, so what is my matrix? Do I need to be like a
Edit.
2 by 3?
Yes, rows and columns. This one does matter.
24,
And then you just put like
22,
this, yeah.
14, 6, 8, 62. Okay, what's next?
Did you type them all in? Then second quit.
Okay.
Okay, so we put our let's see, observed values in matrix A. Expected values are in matrix B, but you don't need to do this. This will auto store.
Nice.
It will configure it out based on what A is.
What if I
Oh,
already
so we
have?
don't need to put it in?
what
You
if
don't
I-
need to type
what
it
if
in.
I already have something in my matrix B though?
It'll auto store over top of it.
Okay.
Now, if you go look at it right now, it's not there. But it will be when we do what we're about to do. So you're going to go to stat test, and you're looking for the one that just says chi-squared test. Not chi-squared golf test, just chi-squared test.
Let's see.
Then it's going to ask you for observed, which is your matrix A. Expected is matrix B. And then it says something like calculate or something along those lines.
Bless you.
Okay.
And then once you do that, you should get a chi-squared value.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you get?
8.4.
8.4. It'll give you a p-value,
Mm-hmm.
which is
0.015.
0.015. And then it also tells you your degrees of freedom. So now, if you get out of that, and you go to second matrix and you hit matrix B and then hit enter, it'll show you your expected values that were there without you having had to type them in. Right? So if you didn't want to go find all the expected values by hand and it's a calculator question, you can go through and do it that way and it'll just give them to you that way, so you don't have to worry about it, you know. On the ones that have a lot more than this, it's obviously come back to life. Come on, buddy. Almost there. Okay. Obviously it's harder on some of them, but like this one wasn't bad to just add up on our own. So now, again, we're gonna, as we normally do, assume an alpha of 0.05. So I need to come up with a concluding statement about this. So my p-value of 0.015 is lower than alpha equal to 0.05. So I what? I reject the null hypothesis. There is enough evidence to suggest the recurrence of depression is not the same for each treatment. I can't like raise it anymore, so if you need me to read something, just tell me. Interesting. Value isn't on there. Now, I'm also going to tell you that normally what we did, I never wrote this number. Normally this number here, 8.4, we can use that to actually find the chi-squared value off of a table, but that value doesn't happen to be on this table that they give you on the AP exam. So I'm not sure why that's the case. But anyways, so that was just kind of an in-between value where this one would have fallen because it would have been between 0.01 and 0.02 and for 2 degrees of freedom, so it would have been somewhere in here. So it just, for some reason, isn't on this table. But anyways. Next question. All right, in a local school, vending machines offer a range of drinks from juices to sports drinks. The purchasing agent thinks each type is equally favored among the students buying drinks from the machines. The recent purchasing choices from the vending machines are shown in the table. Test an appropriate hypothesis to decide if the purchasing agent is correct. Give statistical evidence to support your conclusion. Based on what we see, what do we think this is?
There's equally, so test of homogeneity.
But what kind of table is this?
Oh, but yeah, that's why I was confused,
Oh,
because I saw
okay.
equally, but it's only the
So if you saw
It's
a
not
two-way
equally.
table and equally, then yes.
I
But
thought it just had to do with the word.
no, it also has to do with.
Sorry, I forgot it this morning.
That's okay. Can you do it at like 2:10?
Yeah.
Is that fine? Okay.
So it's a golf test?
Yes. So it's a chi-squared golf test
Wait, why is it a chi-square golf test?
because it's not a two-way table.
Can I leave it in here for the rest of the day, or you?
We leave at 3 for tennis.
Okay, I can put it in Miss Curtis' room.
So.
Wine, bread.
All right, so we need to add these all up and then basically divide by 4 because that's going to be equally favored is that they should all be the same. So our expected would be whatever the total number is divided by 4.
170.
What was the total?
680.
Okay. We may or may not need that, but it's good to have anyways. I think we're going to end up putting those numbers, the 159, 198, 174, 149 in a list, but we'll do that in a minute once I need to go look at what this calculator function asks for. But let's do a hypothesis first. So what would my null hypothesis be?
That all drinks are equal.
Yep. All drinks equally favored.
All drinks.
Not flavored, favored. So what would the alternate be?
All drinks not equally favored.
Yep. All drinks are not equally favored.
Equal to say flavor.
I know, me too. It's just like in my brain now that it should be flavored.
Yeah.
Would it be more accurate
What
to
is
say
the
not all
last-
drinks equally favored?
Huh?
Instead of saying all drinks not equally favored, would it be more accurate to say not all drinks equally favored?
What?
Because like saying
So
all
not
drinks
saying
not
that
equally
they-
favored means that they're all different, but you say that not all drinks are equally favored, that means that there could be some differences between two, but two others could be equally favored.
Huh?
So not saying
I'm a math person, so we're going to leave it like this.
I was just thinking.
Because this is the way that it normally would be
Like,
written.
I see what you're saying, but also
But
like,
that's
I
a
don't
little
know.
far
That
right
seems
there,
like a
right?
Miss Patton question because I don't follow. All right, so assumptions. Are these counted data?
Yes.
Is it random?
It's a representative.
Yeah, and something that they point out is that since this is just one school, we don't want to infer about other schools based on this one school. So it says that randomization isn't required, but it still has to be random because obviously it's random within the school, so we're still going to say random because, you know, it's not like one person's going and buying all the tropical punch or something. So
Well, you never know.
Tropical punches.
if one person buys 174 tropical punches, we have bigger issues than it being random or not.
Honestly, I understand that how like kiwi strawberry is like the most hot, and I understand why grape is like the least hot.
Yeah,
Grape
'cause
is
grape's
just
just gross.
disgusting.
Great.
So's lemon lime.
I like
Nasty.
lemon
Lemon lime.
I also don't really like Sprite though, so I did as a kid, but I don't anymore.
Sprite cranberry.
lime. I've
I
never
don't like
tried
cranberry.
You know,
Yep.
Sprite cranberry is nasty.
I've never tried it.
Lemon Sprite though, like the lemonade Sprite, that is good. I will drink that.
I always watch that with Ron.
But anyways, okay. Expected cell frequency, they're all greater than or equal to 5, or cell counts, whatever. I keep trying to abbreviate counts and it just doesn't look right, so I just go back and erase it and start over.
How are you trying to abbreviate?
I was doing like CTS, but then I'm like, that just looks weird, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
erase it and start over. Yeah. So I just, yeah. Anyways. Hey, Nathan.
It was already done on my paper. If you want.
I assumed it was.
I did.
Much like if the microwave's clear or not. I know you need that.
There's all is well.
Proceed with chi-squared golf test. Do y'all want to write this one out by hand, or are we okay after the last one writing it out that we don't really need
Good. I
to?
know how to write it out now.
It would be 159 minus 170 squared over 170 and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
In case we just needed a quick little refresher there.
I like the one way table better.
Yeah, they're easier. So how about degrees of freedom for this one?
I got it.
I'm scared if you need a calculator
Yeah.
to find the degrees of freedom.
Oh.
Well, I
Is
wasn't
it
using it
zero?
for the degrees of
I was-
freedom. I was just putting stuff in a list.
No. I was talking
It's the number
What's
minus
that?
1.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
It's like 3.
Degrees of freedom would be 3.
I was doing.
right, because the total number is 4. Because you have 4 degrees.
Emily, can you have my food?
All right, so in L1, you're going to type in these numbers if you haven't already done that.
I was in the process
So you double on it?
Hello?
I have a question.
Hello?
For the sophomores main banquet, what net would you rather them use? Because they're playing volleyball.
Well, what are they doing?
They're doing like a glow in the dark volleyball thing, as far as I know. But I know since now we have the backup stream.
I would ask him.
Well, he's not here. He left.
How do you
Oh.
delete your L1?
No,
How do
you just
you-
go up to L1. You know, like where it says L1 and then press
Tristan's
0.
gonna be here
Dude, I gotta
No,
tomorrow,
he, like-
so they should be okay.
Oh, I
but
thought you
and
meant
Melissa's
you,
coming
like,
to help.
Don't have it. You
Oh.
can't
I don't mind them
L1.
using the big one as long as they don't yank on it. Like our normal one, as long as they don't yank on it.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so do you want me to just leave it set up after
Yeah, that's
open
fine.
gym tonight?
Wait,
Okay.
As far as I know, that should be fine.
Alright, cool.
Ew, it's in
Might
the middle
have
of
Tristan
L6.
like text Mr. Webster or something when like when y'all get to open gym and just make sure that he doesn't like make sure that
No.
that's fine, because
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
extras actually
The only
means
issue is I don't know if it can stay up
It
because they're
means
doing their ring
high.
banquet in the gym, I think.
Why?
Oh yeah, so they would have to take
High.
that.
So they might have to take it
The symbol is
down and set
high.
it. But I think
I'm
ask
not
Melissa
gonna-
tonight and Tristan. I'm pretty sure she's coming to help with the after party,
Okay.
so I think it should be fine.
Okay, cool.
You'll understand.
We're doing stats. Do you want to join us?
Wait, are you talking about volleyball net?
Yes.
Okay. Are we setting it up?
Well, ring banquet's taking place in the gym,
And they have to do the
Where are
same.
y'all setting up the volleyball net?
so I don't
Ring banquet's
feel
tonight.
like.
Open
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
So I don't feel like
I won't be going.
they're gonna want it up for the banquet.
Okay.
So, but Tristan will be here and so will Melissa for that. So I
Okay.
feel like they'll be fine setting it up.
They know how to set the game, though, right?
That's what they set up every day for open gym.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Anyways, I think just like the thing with the matrices, that once you do L1, it'll automatically do L2 for you. In the chi-square, you can. I'm gonna do it without it and see if it works.
Okay.
Oh, it's
So-
invalid dimension.
Huh?
It said invalid dimension when I tried it.
Did you put the stuff in down
So hold on, I'm gonna try something.
Yeah, I got invalid dimension also.
Well, I'm gonna try something. We may have to just type it in. It's been a while, obviously, since I've done this, so okay, so I guess we do need to type it in.
How do we type it
Edit. Stat edit L2.
He just put it in Elton. Are you okay? Oh,
in? We're
wait.
putting the same numbers in L2?
Okay, it just has like a random.
Like 170, 170, 170, 170. And make sure your degrees of freedom is right because you have to manually type that in. CNTRB. Cool. All right, so we've got, let's see. Observed values are in L1. Expected is in L2. And then we use the chi-squared Goff test for L1, L2, degrees of freedom 3. And then the chi-squared value it gives us is 8.01. P-value is 0.046. So, how would I conclude this?
So my p-value of 0.046 is less than the alpha, which is equal to 0.05. So I reject the null. There is enough evidence to suggest that all drinks are not equally favored.
Yep.
Not that. Sounds like thinking
I think you said less than, I wrote lower just because I was in the process of writing lower as you said less, and I was like, okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, they mean the same thing. It's fine. I was just telling you if you go back and you're like, that's not the word I said, like what you said was fine.
Okay. I like these conclusions.
Which type of drink impacted your decision the most?
What?
Low key.
Wait.
Like, which one do you think,
Kiwi
like, had the
strawberry,
biggest
kiwi
effect?
strawberry.
Yeah, definitely. So kiwi, strawberry. What is happening? Because it has the largest standardized residual. Okay. And we would find that by doing 198 minus 170 divided by the square root of 170. And that ends up being like 2.15 or something. So what do you think this means in the context of this problem?
That the purchasing agent is not correct in thinking that all drinks are equally favored among students.
Yeah, so yeah, the purchasing agent is wrong and they should order more kiwi strawberry.
Yeah. You can get rid of the grape.
Just so you know, grape was negative 1.61, so it's still smaller than kiwi strawberry. Like, obviously, distance from 0.
You didn't have any Tuesday, did you, Christian?
Nope.
Nice, me too.
Half day for elementary.
Yep.
What?
What a ripoff.
On the next one, why are the words like "did you eat" and then "breakfast" over here?
I thought it said did you breakfast.
Did you breakfast eat?
Wait, oh, the eat is, yeah.
What is this?
Because-
Did you eat breakfast?
Did you
I think
breakfast?
Yeah, what is that?
Can you please not put can you please not bring high pulp? Nathan?
Why is it like, did you eat?
Wow.
What? Oh, you're talking to me.
Or at least bring both.
Yeah,
That's
can
what
you
I
drink
did.
no pulp and pulp?
That's what I did because I'm a good person.
Yes.
What if I'm trying to look out for
Old
you?
people aren't good
Extra
people.
No,
I
then
understand.
you'd be the only one drinking it, you weirdo.
Let everybody
Or
have
basically,
Just make sure you also bring some mint toothpaste with you.
For Mason.
Yeah.
All right.
I won't even
Mason
go
likes
that far.
to
I don't
do
go that
this.
far with
Yeah.
it.
You want me
I
to go
don't
get
think
it
you're
on?
supposed to consider.
Yeah, you can. Can you tell or ask Miss Greer to come down here and then put it on, and then we'll just do it in here? Is that okay?
Are you okay?
Can you
Well,
go
I'll
tell
judge
her
you.
to come down here and then
Well, I'll judge you.
do it?
I don't want you to be judged.
Wait, aren't you supposed to call like the poisoning people if you consume
No,
these
he
things?
means like after he brushes his teeth, he doesn't drink the toothpaste with it. No, he just likes orange juice after he brushes his teeth.
Yeah, that I don't go that far. I'm not that psychotic.
You're pretty
But
good.
you'll go far enough to make people have to like chew the juice.
You know, I
Okay.
push the one.
As part of a survey, students in a large statistics class, so not this one, were asked whether or not they ate breakfast that morning. Did you breakfast?
Whoa.
Did you breakfast?
The data appears in the following table.
There's 331 students.
See, this was supposed to not have like these gaps in it. It was supposed to be one across the top, but it like wouldn't Google Docs like wouldn't let me do that. So I think that's why it ended up looking like this. But
Doesn't
anyways,
explain why the eat is still.
Yeah. Oh no, it kind of does. No, it kind of does because like when you're typing in the.
Yeah, I guess.
It, like, went to them,
yeah,
yeah.
there was just not an
Yeah.
extra stuff.
Alright,
I
let's
don't
do
know,
the
don't care.
Okay,
Is there
let's finish
evidence that
this.
eating breakfast is independent of the student's gender? Test an appropriate hypothesis.
It
Give
says test of independence.
statistical evidence to support your conclusion.
Test of independence.
Wow. Isn't that wild?
Wild, yes.
last problem.
What did you say?
So we're just trying to get this through this
Alright.
last
Or,
problem.
well, at least get it set up because I don't think we're gonna get through the whole thing. So we need to find our expected values. Anybody remember how to find the expected value?
We gotta.
So it's your,
It's
how
the.
many,
It's the
there
the
are-
total of like.
One
all the-
32 minus
yeah, the
199
132.
divided by 331.
do the matrix thing.
Minus.
No, no, and no.
Oh, we were all wrong.
So it's the.
Column total.
Yeah, it's the one.
191
Oh,
minus 140 divided by 3.
Not
The
minus.
times.
Column total.
Yes. So 130.
Or column total times row total divided by total total
That's right.
for the expected cell value. So 191 times 132 divided by 331. Once we do these, we'll be finished. Each of you can take one.
I'll take the first one.
That was quick.
That was really fast.
Yeah.
She's probably gonna need tape at the top too.
First one is
Spin.
Because it's hanging a little low.
The back is like
Six.
Riley's. Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Everything's good except for you're gonna need tape there.
Okay.
So yeah, just you have to bring in the tape and
Yeah.
we'll show you where you need to put it. So
What
that we
day-
know
what
you
day is
actually
that?
have it. One day next week,
Tuesday.
basically.
I'll just bring it
It's
Monday.
next Friday and
Oh.
the following Tuesday, I think.
Okay, so next Friday and the following Tuesday. Got it.
I'll fill out her. Or do you want to fill out her form while I finish this? It's underneath the donuts, I think. Okay, wait. What did we get for this one? And you can go to 2 decimal places.
76.17.
Wait, what did you do for that one again? What?
132 times 191 divided by 331. Hers should be one of the ones. Yeah, looks like one of the 2 on the top. Who has this one?
Wait, you thought it was 1K,
Is this the pen you were using?
Yeah.
Okay, and that was the 199.
Yeah, 199 times 191 divided by 331. The 19th, I think.
114 point.
And last one.
84.17.
Huh?
84.17.
We'll run all the stuff for it with the hypothesis and all that on Monday, so that way we can just start. But it shouldn't take us long because we've already done, like, the homogeneity one is like that. What?
I'm trying to figure out what you're doing. What was the 114?
The chi-squared test for independence.
How do you find the second ones?
199 times 191 divided by 331.
The first one was 132 times 191 divided by 331.
And then the second one was.
This one was 199 times 140 divided by 331.
I'm just.
This one's weird because everything was given in the table. The other ones we had to total them ourselves, so it was a little easier to see, I feel like.
Yeah.
You don't want to ask her about my grammar?
Hope I did all that right.
Looks good to me. Thank you.